shouldn't shake these things, but I keep thinking about Coruscant.
I try not to.
I get that. For some reason, Gabs keeps popping into my head. Hardly knew me. Still gave me a hard time.
Yeah. I miss her.
Yeah. Only good Inquisitors. Well, you know. Look at me, turning things dark again. Sorry. Stay alert out there.
I'm curious to hear what you make of Dagan Gera's history.
Dagan felt like his life's work was being threatened. That obsession led him astray.
Sounds all too familiar.
What do you mean?
You may recall that I had a vision foretelling the fall of the Order. But the Council... well, let's just say that my warnings fell on deaf ears. In my arrogance, I felt betrayed.
But you were right.
That's beside the point. I allowed my wounded pride to cloud my judgment. When the Purge began, I was still searching for proof that my vision was true. Instead of being there to support Cere and her Padawan. My friends, it is good to see you. If you're willing, visit the ancient site at the far edge of the western desert.
We'll check it out.
Wonderful. It's been some time since I've been there, but I found its resonance with the Force quite moving.
What was it like to reunite with Master Cordova after all these years?
Terrifying.
Not the response I expected.
Remember that he disappeared without a trace not long after his premonition that the Order would fall.
We always feared that he had died.
Yes. Then one day he simply walks into my archive, alive and whole. For a moment I felt like a Padawan again. Ashamed that we hadn't completed his plan to rebuild the Order. And I didn't know how he would react to our decision to destroy the holocron.
How did he react?
As a master should. With questions, trust, and understanding. I'm very glad he found his way back to us. There is much for us all to do.
So, about what happened on the Mesa.
The Empire will think twice before sending another Trident to Jedha.
I was actually,
I know what you are asking, Cal. My sisters taught me that to discuss a spell is to unravel it. So let us let this one lie. For now.
Fair enough.
We'll talk more later.
Did you hear of Armias' fate?
Sister Taske informed me.
He fulfilled his mission. We could ask no more of a brother.
Indeed.
Ever it passes, sister.
Ever it passes.
Master Cordova spoke highly of your contributions to the last forum, sister.
He's a generous scholar.
But a keen one. Let us not appraise his esteem lightly.
We better get this back to the archive. I've noticed some pretty fierce creatures in the desert.
Indeed. Though I suspect you have yet to meet the fiercest.
Oh yeah?
Stay afield of the golden Skriton, noble one. It is an ancient, treacherous creature. Should you be forced to confront it, do not trust its movements. It strikes suddenly, and in quick succession.
I'll keep that in mind. I'm sorry about Brother Armias.
Do not apologize. He has become part of a greater whole.
Did you know him well?
Yes. Like me, he was one of the named few. A free thinker as well. You might say we shared a rebellious streak.
I wish I could have done something.
We have a saying for such times. Ever it passes. Carry it with you.
I will.
Cere tells me you were trained in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant.
Up until I became Master Tapal's Padawan. Then we went off to serve in the Clone Wars.
Do you think of your life on Coruscant much?
Sometimes, it's like a dream.
And yet it is not.
That life, it's so long ago. So much has happened since then. Most days it feels like it happened to someone else.
I think I understand, a little. Thank you. It was not my intention to bring up bad memories.
It's okay, sister.
I would know what you make of Jedha, noble one.
I think it's inspiring.
In what way?
The Force is strong here. Reminds me of Ilum, if you've heard of it.
I have, indeed.
Is that why the Narcas stay?
The Pilgrim Moon is our ancestral home, but you are correct. There is more to our presence here. The Force resonates through the fingers of Kyber that grip Jedha's heart.
Right here, BD.
Not your best. I am ready. I'll bind them. You okay?
Help!
Say the word.
Stim!
I'll hold them. Interesting.
Have you been here before?
Yes. I once saved a pilgrim from a stormtrooper not far from here. Enemies up ahead.
I think Sister Taske will want to take a look at this. What's something you learned traveling the galaxy?
That sometimes it is best not to ask questions, and to keep your eyes on the path ahead. I am surprised. It looks undamaged.
Watch your step, Jedi.
I didn't know there were any Narcas scouting this close to the Empire.
There aren't. And I'm not scouting. Leave me in peace.
Very well.
So what are you doing out here?
Waiting for a gap in the patrols. I'm taking the antiquities from this Wayhouse cache.
Taking them back to the archive?
No. To the Holy City. I'm going to sell them.
Sell them?
We weren't supposed to fight your war, Jedi. But we're paying your price. I'm not going to go the way of Armaius. These relics should be worth enough credits to buy passage off-world.
Listen, if the Empire traces those relics to this region, they might suspect something.
And if they do, look around. The Empire's already here.
What about when they find out you're selling relics from an active Imperial search zone? At best, they'll ask questions. And they can do a lot worse.
I've made up my mind, Jedi. I'm taking these relics.
You will leave the relics here.
I will leave the relics here.
They're worthless trinkets. You wouldn't be able to sell them.
They're worthless. I wouldn't be able to sell them. I think I'd better leave it all here. Take the door codes. Do what you want with them. It doesn't matter to me.
All right. Stay safe. The Empire's everywhere.
I will.
My friends, I will not live to see all the wonders of this desert, but it comforts me to know that you might continue this path in my stead. For Jedha is but a constellation in a whole galaxy of secrets.
Will you work for Saw Gerrera again?
Not sure. Haven't heard from him since Coruscant. We're lucky, BD. Looks well preserved.
Foes near. I am at your side, Cal.
Better watch yourself! Detonator! You're getting lucky.
You're pretty tall, aren't you, friend? Whoa, now.
When our vision is clear and our values aligned, patience is key.
Careful, there's danger nearby.
Don't let him run! Get up here!
Give me a target.
I'm glad we found this.
It would seem there is a deeper purpose to these musings after all. Perhaps these trials are intended to reveal a hidden pattern beneath the sands of this barren desert.
That's all of them.
They are pointing towards a temple in the desert's center.
That's it.
Follow me. Good find, Cal.
Hang on, BD. Take it easy. This thing's got your name all over it.
Map. What greater knowledge can one bestow than to help those that follow find their way? My journey is nearly at its end. When I look back, I see suffering, sadness, yes, but also joy and friendship. And so I return to my apprentice side with no regrets.
Let's go.
Go! Go!
Slower now. I need to focus. Let's move.
All right. Back to Pilgrim Sanctuary.
The Anchorites helping Cere.
They mask themselves and abandon their names in dedication to their purpose. I respect that kind of determination.
Easy, easy.
Careful, there is danger nearby.
Interesting.
Has a lightsaber. He must be a Jedi. That's an ally now. House Gunners, remember your training. Stay on him. You killed them all.
It's over, but that won't be the last of them. Good find, Cal. our friend doing?
Just fine. Right, pal?
Yeah!
This has been here for a long time.
Ready to go.
Easy does it.
Time to go.
Whoa.
Come on!
Interesting. Guard up. Interesting. Vengeance will be mine. Say the word. All my head. You don't stand a chance. archive.
Have you visited the Temple of the Kyber, brother?
Many times.
I've been reading about it. It's written that visitors often see themselves in the visages of the Kyber statues within.
In a different age, we could visit the holy city, witness it fully.
In a different age.
We suffer the cycle of the force of others. Ever it passes.
I think Kata would like you.
Yeah? Why's that?
Hard to say exactly, but she's got a doll with red hair that she loves more than life itself.
How's she doing?
Just fine. Got a perfect score on her last exam. Keep an eye out for the Empire.
I've got so many questions, Master Cordova. I don't know where to start.
With your first, young master.
Tell me about the Order in your day, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, Qui-Gon Jinn and I enjoyed a close friendship.
I've heard stories about Master Qui-Gon. You knew him?
That's right. When I first arrived on Coruscant, he was kind enough to show me around.
You as a youngling, with Master Qui-Gon as your tour guide.
It was his home, after all. I can't bring myself to go back there. There are too many memories.
We understand. I'm hesitant to ask, but how... No, never mind.
How is my relationship with the Force?
Yeah, that's right.
I wish I could tell you that the dark side is in the past for me. The truth is that I'm still struggling. Every day brings its own test. But when I feel weak, I can think of you and Trilla and remember, I still have the choice to do better. And that gives me strength. So, I like to think I'm doing better than ever.
I'm happy to hear that, Cere. Seems like these last years have been good to you.
You're free to explore the archive.
How did you meet Dagan Gera?
I discovered him in a Bacta tank on Kobo. He asked me to release him.
So you did?
I didn't know what he'd become.
Of course not. How could you? From what Cordova told us, Dagan could be trouble. But we know how to handle Jedi. Don't we, BD? Keep your eyes out for the Empire.
Focus. Okay, I'm ready. How did you end up in this hideout?
This is the site of an ancient monastery, one long abandoned. When we left the city, seeking to avoid Imperial eyes, Master Junda led us here. The surrounding rock formations offer natural camouflage, and even orbital scanners cannot pierce the stone.
Cere's built her archive in quite the hidden fortress.
Indeed, noble one.
You mentioned a vow of anonymity before.
Yes, indeed. Most Narcas choose not to share their names with outsiders. Some even refuse to name themselves beyond the ears of their closest companions. I am one of the named few. We who choose not to conceal our identities.
And your order approves?
Some regard us as free spirits, others as agitators. I say some of those old sand crabs could use a bit of agitation. Ah, the Empire's thorn returns. How goes your fight?
It's going. Though you're fighting the Empire as much as I am.
Some of my fellow Anchorites would say we are not fighting at all. Merely continuing our eternal project. That the Empire regards our work as seditious is irrelevant.
Do you believe that?
No. Most of us understand the danger the Empire poses to the galaxy, not just to our way of life.
I know Cere appreciates your help.
Cere is one of us. If not by creed, then through her commitment to our cause. We will follow where she leads. Care to gaze upon sacred treasure? That would naturally attract you.
Could use this.
Thank you. The knowledge you've saved is invaluable.
This one.
That was fated for you.
Here you go.
The wisdom you've recovered is a boon to us all. A priceless curio, and in good condition.
This will be useful.
Continue your pursuit of knowledge.
Let's go.
I need to focus.